Hey everyone! Welcome back to the place where stories come alive and emotions speak louder than words. First, let me just say a massive thank you to each and every one of you for your unwavering love, your excitement, your deep dive theories, and all those late night comments you leave under every post. You don't just watch, you feel, and that's what makes this channel so special. Today, we're diving into a story that's been softly burning under the surface, one that's got everyone asking the same question over and over again. Are Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min more than just friends? On the surface, they've got everything you'd expect from two close actors. Beautiful chemistry, shared smiles, quiet support. But when you look a little deeper, when you slow down the moments and really pay attention, there's something more. Something that's not in the script. It started subtly. A variety show appearance here, a photo there, a few shared interviews where they were just two in sync. The way they looked at each other wasn't flashy. It wasn't exaggerated. It was soft. Genuine. The kind of glances that linger just a moment longer than necessary. The kind that make viewers pause the video, screenshot it, zoom in, and whisper to themselves, "Wait, did you see that?" Let's go back to the first time they were publicly linked. It wasn't a dating scandal. It wasn't a drama teaser. It was just an award ceremony. A red carpet moment that looked like any other. But fans noticed something. When Jung So-min walked past Jung Hae-in, his eyes followed her, not like a colleague, but like someone watching someone they care about. She smiled, softly, but didn't look back. It was quick. Barely a few seconds. But K-drama fans, we don't miss things like that. After that, rumors started trickling in. Jung Hae-in, known for his low-key, almost shy personality, began opening up more in interviews. When asked who he'd love to work with again, his answer was calm and casual. So-min, of course. So-min, in a different segment, was asked which co-star made her feel most comfortable. Her answer: Hae-in makes it easy to breathe. Now, that could mean anything. Or it could mean everything. And then came the project. The one where they were cast together. Fans lost their minds. The internet exploded. And from the very first trailer, it was obvious. Their chemistry was electric. Not loud. Not theatrical. It was that melting warmth you feel when two people are truly connected. The kind of chemistry you don't fake. The kind that makes you think, there's history here. Or, there will be. Behind-the-scenes footage made everything worse, or better, depending on how deeply you're shipping them. When the cameras weren't rolling, they still gravitated toward each other. She'd fix his mic. He'd move closer to shield her from a wind gust. They laughed over tiny inside jokes that no one else seemed to understand. She leaned her head slightly into his shoulder during breaks. He never flinched, instead, he smiled. And it wasn't just the fans picking up on it. Interviewers started asking questions. Softly at first. You two seem very close. Was there already a bond before filming? You looked like more than co-stars. Every time, their responses were playful but vague. We just understand each other well, Hae-in would say, eyes not leaving So-min's face. He's like a warm cup of tea on a rainy day, So-min once joked, to which Hae-in laughed, but blushed. They weren't denying anything. But they weren't confirming either. And that, of course, only fed the fire. The drama premiered. The ratings soared. But even more than the plot, people were talking about them. About how real their moments felt. About the way Hae-in's voice softened around So Minute. About the emotional depth So Minute brought into her scenes with him. There was one particular moment, a simple goodbye, where their characters stood in silence for 10 full seconds. Nothing was said, but everything was felt. Viewers cried. Not because of the script, but because it felt like two hearts breaking in real time. Post-release, the two were seen attending events side by side. Not unusual for co-stars. But what caught attention was how often they weren't officially scheduled to appear together, yet somehow always found themselves side by side. A brand launch here. A quiet fan signing there. Even a leaked cafe photo where they sat with mutual friends, but slightly turned inward, like the whole room didn't exist. Still, they've remained quiet. No official statements. No scandal. Just presence. Just whispers. And a growing collection of moments that are impossible to ignore. So, are they more than friends? Let's look at their history. Jung Hae-in has always been known for his gentle, reserved energy. He isn't loud with his feelings. He doesn't chase the spotlight. He chooses depth, both in his roles and in his relationships. Jung So Minute, on the other hand, has this ability to bring out the real in people. She's empathetic, grounded, and warm in a way that's hard to describe. When she talks, people listen. When she smiles, people relax. She's the kind of person who gets people. And that kind of energy, that's exactly what Hae-in has always seemed to need. Their personalities complement each other. His quiet strength. She's open-hearted light. Together, they create something balanced. Something peaceful. Something whole. And maybe that's what makes this feel so believable. Because not all love stories start with fireworks. Some start with familiarity. With comfort. With a knowing glance and a soft "Are you okay?" on a busy set. Some love stories aren't written in bold declarations. They're written in the space between conversations. The pauses. The warmth. The silence. One fan said it best in a comment that went viral: "They don't need to kiss for me to believe it. The way they look at each other says everything." And it's true. Whether it's fan cams, behind-the-scenes clips, or just quiet photos captured at an airport, there's always a thread connecting them. Invisible. But strong. Now, let's not forget, it's entirely possible they are just friends. Deep friends. Creative soulmates. Emotional collaborators. And even that, in itself, is something worth celebrating. Because we don't get many pairs like them. Two people who seem to actually see each other, past the surface. Two people who respect each other's work, presence, and emotions so deeply that even friendship feels profound. But what if it's more? What if behind the smiles and "we're just friends" lines is a slow-growing love story? The kind that isn't rushed. The kind that values privacy over publicity. The kind that's quietly blooming, away from the cameras. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen real love come from real life. And it certainly won't be the last. So where do we go from here? We wait. We watch. We support. And we cherish the moments they've already given us. The looks, the laughter, the subtle acts of care that spoke louder than any headline ever could. Whether they confirm anything or not, one thing's for sure: the connection between Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min has already touched millions of hearts. It's made us believe. It's made us hope. And above all, it's reminded us that sometimes the most beautiful relationships are the ones you don't fully understand. You just feel them. And to every fan out there shipping them, dreaming, smiling at edits, and commenting they're meant to be under every post, this is for you. Your love makes these moments live longer. Your excitement gives stories like this their wings. You are the heartbeat of every K-drama romance, and we thank you endlessly for your hearts, your attention to detail, and your ability to see magic where others might overlook it. Whether they're just friends or something more, one thing is undeniable. There's a story unfolding between Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min, and it's one we can't look away from.